Okay, everybody, here we are again with more Blood and Wine. We're doing the main mission, Cage Au Fou. And I don't know what faux means. I don't know French. But we have followed Regis down here to this horrible, horrible place. This place is awful. This is some kind of torture dungeon that the vampires have. Story has it that they kept a vampire in here for 200 years or something like that. And we're going to put poor old Regis in here. And we're going to kill a bunch of creatures to get a lot of blood flowing. And that should send Regis into a frenzy. And then I guess we'll take a blood sample once that happens. Because we need his blood to be in a certain state. So we're going to run around here and place bait in each one of these tunnels. Place a little bit of bait here. And then we'll run over here. Place a little bit of bait somewhere here. I actually don't know how to place the bait here, to tell you the truth. Because I'm not seeing the what am I trying to say? See, that says place bait, but when we go over to this other one, it doesn't say place bait. So I don't know what's going on over there. I think this one over here is kind of the same way. Yeah, so how am I supposed to place bait here? See what I'm saying? Am I supposed to R it or something? Ah, there we go. I had to art it. Okay,
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this. We're gonna get attacked by many a creature. So, I don't know. I'm pretty worried about it. Tell Regis when you're ready to fight. Well, there's no reason to stand around, so let's go ahead and tell him we're ready. That's why we're here.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Ah.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Putting a lot of trust in Geralt here, right? Geralt could be like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you out. But Geralt wouldn't do that.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Here we go. I don't like this at all, man. I hope I'm ready. What are we going to be fighting?
Maybe we need a safe
Kill
word.
monsters.
You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm me down. Somehow.
Alright, you guys need to stop chatting so much because I'm trying to concentrate.
You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Oh, my armor. Bad time for that to happen. Alright, let's prepare our armor. Alright. So I'm just kind of softening them up with a little bit of Igni here at the start. Actually, what are these things? This is a ghoul. And then we've got, I think these are scurvers. Yeah. So do I know how to fight scurvers? Are they in our bestiary here? Let's take a quick look. See if we've got scurvers in here. And if so, we will equip ourselves the right way. Scurvers. I think this is new. Thought it was just a pile of rotten meat till it started to move. Tybalt from Beauclair. Scurvers are rot fiends' larger cousins. The bodies of these hideous, vaguely humanoid creatures are covered with rotten scraps of flesh, under which lurk even more rotten muscles stretched around a strong, flexible skeleton. Scurvers, which feed on old, rotting corpses, prefer to make their hunting grounds in abandoned torture sites, forgotten graveyards, and old battlefields. They are very aggressive, and though they feed on corpses, if they come across a living person, they are likely to attack. Thus, when wandering near any of the above-mentioned places, one must be especially cautious. Scurvers usually feed underground, but sometimes when they catch the scent of a human, they crawl to the surface in a matter of seconds and attack their potential prey. While fighting them, one cannot afford to forget about their special bony spines, razor-sharp protuberances sticking out from their skeletons. When a scurver is near death, the gases and enzymes gathered within its body cause it to explode, flinging these spines out at great speed, turning them into one last deadly weapon in their arsenal. To protect oneself against damage from these spines, one should make prodigious use of the Quen sign. It's interesting that it doesn't have Quen listed here, though. I'm going to put a little bit of necrophage oil on our sword. And here it is, necrophage oil. Put a little bit of that on there. And, yeah, let's go ahead and get our Quen going here. And, let's do a bit of fighting. Oh, he's going to explode. And he did just exactly that. Oh, his Regis's Bloodlust, you can see it in the top center of the screen there. So, as we kill these creatures, his Bloodlust is going to increase. Because of blood. Regis has smelled the blood. Oh, man, we're going to... Oh, we'll get away from it. That was actually a Rot Fiend. So, we're doing a huge, huge, huge amount of damage to these things. That's kind of cool. Although, I might want to heal myself. Okay, oh, something big here.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Okay, I'm in trouble here. I wasn't paying attention to my health. So, got myself in a bit of trouble here. There are a lot of creatures in here right now. Okay, this is not good. Get my Quen back up. I guess maybe I need to get this meter in the center of the screen to max, maybe? Oh, crap. That guy... Oh, that's a Garcane, isn't it? I think that's what that is. Get my Quen back up. Ouch. Okay. Man, I have a feeling that one inopportune hit and I could die. Okay, I'm getting a little disoriented here. Alright, let's see if we can kill ourselves a creature. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'm trying to whirl, but it's not working, so I don't know what the secret to whirl is. Maybe I didn't have any stamina, which is why I couldn't whirl. Oh crap, I'm stuck there. Okay, I'm hurting. I gotta go in here, and I'm going to take a white honey potion to clear my toxicity, and then I'm going to take a echidna decoction, so that when I use stamina, I get some health. So just like I just did there. Okay. Oh, the problem is that I'm really low on stamina. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm hurting here. His Bloodlust is high, so I don't know... Damn it. Don't know what we're waiting for here. Oh, damn. Get a little bit of food. Oh boy, I keep getting stuck in this corner here. Get stuck in the corner. Okay, getting a little bit of health here. Need a little bit of food. Oh man, get close to me. Alright, there was a little bit of whirl there. Damn it. Move, Geralt, move, Geralt, move, Geralt. I'm hurting. What am I waiting for here? I mean, his Bloodlust is maxed, so I don't know what we're waiting for. Get my Quen back. Try to get my health up. I'm a little toxic, but that's okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh, I'm in a bad spot here. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a really, really bad spot. Okay, I need to take some more white honey here. Oh, the problem is that I won't have I can't do another echidna decoction. Doggone it. See, I'm toxic now. And I'm losing health because of my toxicity. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I'll just have to keep relying on my Quins. Get my health back up. See, my health is climbing. Maybe I need to kill all these. Okay, we got a little bit of whirl going on there. That's good.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Oh, okay. There we go. Whoa, check this guy out. We're gonna let him out. Why? I mean, isn't he gonna attack Geralt? Isn't there a possibility of that? Check him out, man. Oh, I can't believe I lived through that. Oh, he's getting some blood. Good job, Geralt. Good job. Well, let's let him calm down a little bit before we let him out. What do you say?
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Well, I sure hope he can't break out of that. Geralt just meditates.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
That was an interesting plan. It worked.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
So, did we walk him all the way back? I guess we did. All the way back to the cemetery. That's a long walk.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Let's talk about that. Come on, let's talk. Let's get to know each other better.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No. Because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Alright, well, nice talking to you. I finished your brew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Did he drink it? Maybe it was just the smell? I don't know. Also, this is when maybe we're going to find out when he lost his hand.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Yeah.
fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Detlef, what are you doing, man? What the? He cut his own hand off. Interesting. Okay. I would not have guessed that he cut his own hand off. Interesting.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Well, I saw when they first met.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Okay, well I think that completes the Cage Au Fou quest. And gives us a new quest. Yes, quest completed, Cage Au Fou. I don't know what faux means, man. Regis's character entry has been updated. We have a new quest. And a new marker. Okay. Alright, let us look at our quests here. You know I like to try to find the completed text here. Let's see. We read this one. It proved quite the ordeal for Regis. A sacrifice, one might say. But they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose, and visions ensued. Oh, I guess he did drink it. I didn't see him drink it. He saw Detlef, where he had recently been, what he had done. It was enough for Geralt to know he now needed to find a local bootblack. He hoped the boy would help him locate his foe. Alright, and then we got this new quest here. Oh, it would be a main quest, won't it? Where children toil, toys waste away. It proved quite the ordeal for Regis, a sacrifice, one might say. This is like the same text. But they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose, and visions ensued. He saw Detlef meet and speak to a young bootblack. Then the Witcher and the vampire set off in search of the boy. And that is here in... Okay, at Beauclair Port here. It's not very far away, but we're not going to do that right now. I'd like to advance the main story in small doses. You know, just so I have more time to run around and take care of all these other quests that we've got. And man, do we have a lot of them. Look at all these secondary quests here. It's crazy. I think what I'm going to do, though, is go here, return to the hermit, and have him judge our deeds. So we'll go ahead and leave Regis's lab here.
Not now, Geralt. I could not move a step without your assistance.
So we'll go ahead and leave the lab. We'll go out to the fast travel point, and then we'll travel back to that place where the hermit is. And we'll get our reward. We're supposed to get a cool sword, I believe. Wow. It's been a while since we've seen daylight, huh? Several episodes, at least. So we'll just run up here to this fast travel point. And we want to go back... Oh, crap. Well, that sucks. There's no easy way to get there, unfortunately. Huh, that's kind of disappointing. I guess Chuchoti Cave is the closest we could get, and then we could run over there from there. So that's what we'll do. I'm really surprised there's not a fast travel point here, I must say. So yeah, we're just going to kind of run. I could hop on Roach, but I'm not really a fan of riding around on Roach. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meditate for an hour. Get my potions back. There we go. Huh, I only got 5 superior swallows. Why didn't I get 6? Guess I don't really know how that place in our Corvo Bianco cellar works. Who's this guy? Just a fisherman. They biting? Okay. Go for a little swim here. Come on, girl. Don't walk across it. Swim. Beautiful day here in Toussaint. I'm gonna go back here to the hermit, have him judge our deeds. Alright, Hermie. Mind if I call you Hermie?
You have proven the 5 chivalric virtues dwell in your heart.
Mean the sword's mine? I can dive in and take it?
The sword deserves the hand of a master. You must prove your skills are worthy through combat atop the water's surface. Are you ready?
Ah, man, I have to fight? Fine.
Anytime.
Then draw your blade.
You want to fight the hermit? I don't want to kill the hermit. What you doing, hermit? Hermie, what are you doing? Oh, hey, what was that crap? Geralt. Okay, well, okay. So, Geralt was doing nothing, even though I was pressing a button to make him do something. Maybe I was out of stamina, I don't know. So this hermit has a lot of health. And he may be a little difficult to fight. Oh, okay. Okay, so much for Whirl. I do not understand Whirl. Sometimes I could use it, sometimes I can't. I don't know what the secret is. Stop it, Hermit. Stop it. He's bleeding, I believe. Oh, what? Geralt, do something. Whoa, okay then.
You have proven
Oh, okay.
worthy of wielding the blade. Beyond all doubt.
Give me the blade. That's a neat effect. He's gonna go down in the basement and get the blade. Where is he?
Behold, your Arendite.
We've met
Water
before.
nymph?
Certainly. The hermit admitted he knew you, remember?
The Lady of the Lake.
Ah.
It is I. Forget not that you are a man right and honorable, devoted to doing good. And for these reasons you received the blade. Now bear it. And I trust this time you shall not lose it.
Did we meet the Lady of the Lake in the first game? Maybe? Well, ooh, we got an achievement and we completed that quest. Look at that sword just sitting there. Character entry updated. Oh, I forgot to read Regis's character entry. A couple of character entries here. Again, I don't remember what key I have mapped, so we'll just do this and get to it. Characters. Lady of the Lake. Geralt had first encountered the Lady of the Lake when his search for what had been stolen from Kaer Morhen took him to the village known as Murky Waters. There, a mysterious female being dwelled in the murky depths of the village's namesake waters and watched over the residents living on the shores. Such was their esteem for their underwater guardian, they erected a monument in her honor. The Lady of the Lake once had many knights in her service, but they had all died, as valiant knights tend to during campaigns in far-off lands. She now lived in near solitude, so was glad to accept Geralt's company, the Witcher being someone she liked and respected. Once the Witcher had believed the Lady of the Lake was some kind of local goddess, but the reunion at Lac Seleve made him realize she did not dwell only in murky waters. Instead, the Lady of the Lake calls home any place where virtue and chivalry are honored. Nice. The Hermit. The hermit who lived on the Isle of Lac Seleve, however you say that, had become the guardian of the duchy's 5 principal virtues. This virtuous man watched over the boulders on which the virtues had been engraved, and put any knights who came by through a trial to prove they embodied them. When the Witcher arrived at the isle and met with the hermit, it seemed to him it was not their first encounter. Only later did he find out how right he was. The hermit turned out to be the Lady of the Lake, a mysterious being whom Geralt had once met in murky waters. After Geralt passed the hermit's trials, the holy man changed form and showed him his true face, then bestowed upon Geralt a gift, the sword Arendite. And then I had forgotten to read the update to Regis here. Let's see. I guess we're here, maybe. Regis brought Geralt to Tesha Mutna. This grim place had been used by vampires ages ago to raise humans like cattle. Geralt later said even the air in that place smelled of pain and fear. Regis could not vouch for how he would handle the upcoming ordeal, and had Geralt lock him in a hanging cage, from which he was to watch as Geralt butchered. Having placed bait to lure out monsters, Geralt began his slaughter. Blood flowed at Tesha Mutna once again, and Regis nearly went mad with desire. In the end, the two friends came to possess the blood of a higher vampire in a state of aroused fury. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up this sword and see how awesome it is. Arendite.
Just wonderful.
Whoa. Just wonderful, says Geralt. Let's go stand on the bank here and take a look at this cool sword we just picked up. Uh-huh. Where is Arendite? Here's Arendite. How does it compare to what we're currently using? Well, it does a lot of damage. You can see it compared to our Grandmaster Feline Silver Sword. It does quite a bit more damage, I must say. It says, erudite here, it says, each blow generates charges which increase sword damage by 10%. Charges are lost over time or when receiving damage. A fully charged sword always deals critical hit damage. Killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. Damage is increased by 0 to a maximum of 10, increasing along with your character level. Interesting. Well, this sounds like fun. Let's go ahead and start using this thing. Why not? It does more damage. Pretty cool. It doesn't have any slots, though. But we may be able to have the Runewright put some slots in it. I'm not sure. And then we can maybe enchant it with something. Something I'll look into off camera, maybe. Okay, let us decide what quest we're going to do next. We still have some Witcher contracts. They're pretty high level, 45 and 48, even though we're level 46. Kind of like to be higher level than the contracts and quests I take on. We still have treasure hunts here. Let's see where these are. The Manticore gear is where? It is well, near Beauclair Port, oddly enough. And the Griffin gear is very far away. It's way over here. A place that we have visited before, though. We've been over here. But there's no fast travel. That's Fort Usar. And then Spontaneous Profits. This is... where? In Beauclair. Okay. So I'm just seeing if there's any of these that are nearby. This is the lowest level. We've got these Fists of Fury. We've got these Wine Wars things that are also pretty low level. I think I decided that I wanted to solve the problems at the Vermentino Vineyard over top of the Coronata Vineyard, I think. I think that's what I've decided I wanted to do. I wanted to help the woman. There is something right here, so let's go down here and do this since we're so close by. We'll solve another one of the problems for the vineyard. What the heck was that, Geralt? At least it didn't hurt our health. That was a pretty ridiculous looking drop there. Okay. So we're probably going to have to fight some more, what, arch spores or something? Abandoned site, yep. These arch spores are centipedes. These are arch spores. Okay, well, let us put the proper stuff on our sword. Is it... Gosh, I don't remember. Is it insectoid oil that we want? I think it's insectoid oil. Let me make sure. Insectoids... No? I don't remember what these are. And right now I'm not even remembering what they're called. Arch spores, that's right. The name totally escaped my brain there. They're cursed ones, so we went cursed oil, which is this color right here. Kind of that piss color there. So we'll put some of that on our sword. And we'll see how this silver sword does. Coming for you. Oh, don't hide. Don't be shy. Oh. Alright, did some damage to him. A little late on the whirl, but it worked. And we've cleared out an abandoned site. That was pretty easy. Just had to kill 2 Archspore. That wasn't too much trouble. Beautiful. Ooh, Achievement unlocked, playing house. I wonder why that unlocked right now. I guess enough time has passed and that other quest has, No Place Like Home quest has advanced a bit, maybe. Alright, so that's 2 of 5 problems at the Vermentino Vineyard. Yeah, I don't know why that quest decided, or that achievement decided to show up then. Hey, Supervisor, what's up?
Forgive me, I'm occupied.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You came, you saw, you helped. Thank you, Witcher.
You're welcome. Where was the other... Oh, it's over here. I like to loot these things after I kill them. Oh, there's another one up here, though. Something's up here. Something growling. Oh, it's just a deer. This isn't one of the spores at all. Gosh, somebody's been busy. Look at all these dead things down here. This panther. Oh gosh, a panther. What? Panthers are not easy to fight. And here I am running around here getting some stupid raw meat. That panther's busy, man. Oh, here he comes. Well, let's draw him over here to these people. Why do I have my torch out? Put your torch away, girls. Okay. Alright, we don't need to fight that panther. Let's bring our map back up. And we'll go to the next place. Guess the next closest one is right here. And unfortunately, there are no fast travel places nearby, so we're going to have to run up here. So rather than swim through here, I'm going to run in this direction and then go up here. So let's bring out Roach. Come here, Roach. Got some work for you. Okay. So we'll ride over here. Nice day for a jog, don't you think? Oh, there's a creek on our way. Roach doesn't like crossing creeks. There we go. Here's a little bridge here. We'll cross here. Well, okay. Well, then maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go through the water. Bring up my map. And now I want to go here. Let's go. Another horse running around out here. Bunch of deer. What do you think we're going to find out here? Another abandoned site with a bunch more arch spores. Okay, well, so much for variety, huh? Let's go take these things out. Look at them all just hanging around over here. Like they own the place. Nice. Oh, a little poisoned or something here. Come on, hit it, girl. Ouch. Holy cow. Almost dead. Almost dead. Almost dead. Got my Quen up. Woohoo! Wow, that was a little too close for comfort right there, man. Just about died. As a matter of fact, I might have died. And that ability that I have now that brings us back to life once we die may have kicked in. I'm not sure. But that was too close for comfort right there. I got lazy. I got a little cocky after fighting those arch spores at the previous location because they were so easy to kill. I don't know if our oil is still on our sword. The little icon's there, but don't know if it's still there. No icon shows up on our screen, so I guess it just stays on there. Alright, let's go take these things out, man. Oh, cut that one in half. Oh, getting him from behind. Got him in half. Oh, cleared out that abandoned location. Nice. Geralt don't mess around, man. He kills him and then he just immediately meditates. Alright. Another problem solved.
They scoffed at you, the migrants from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wetting their britches with beer. Thanks, Sugarpuss.
Sugarpuss, huh? So that nickname seems to be spreading.
We had to summon a witcher to do their work.
Okay, well, it's always nice to, you know, bring a place back to life. You know. And then steal from them. But I consider it payment for, you know, job well done. Not that there's really anything all that useful here. Or valuable, let's face it. But it's not stopping me from taking it.
Works hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so great.
Huh. Chopping down trees here. Pretty cool. Okay, well that is 3 of the problems for the Vermentino Vineyard. There is another one way up here, and there's another one way over here. Not really sure which one I want to go to first. I guess we'll run up here. We'll stop off at this location on the way. So we'll do that. Do a quick meditate so I get my potions back. And we'll call Roach. What can I call Roach? Huh. That's weird. I don't seem to have the option to call Roach. What's up with that? Okay. I don't know why I can't. Not sure what's up with that. So, I guess we'll just go on foot. Who the heck is Roach? This is weird. Huh, now I can call Roach. See that? Now call horse is shown up in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I'm not really sure why I couldn't call Roach there for a moment. Maybe I was like stuck in combat mode or something. There's an enemy to my left. We're gonna just avoid it. Got enough fighting to do. Don't need to be going out of my way to find more things to fight. Whee! Alright, what are we gonna find over here? This is... What? Damn it, says Geralt. Why did you say damn it? What are you all damn-iting for? Hidden treasure. Okay, hidden treasure. What are those? Panthers? Swarming around down there? Is that what those are? Barghists. So we'll, as soon as I get my stamina back, I'll lay down some Earden. And we'll start fighting Barghists. So here's my whirl. He like just kind of flails about. Holy hell, these things hit hard. Might want to take a little bit of health potion here. Sheesh, I'm not taking these things seriously at all. Not at all, man. Lay down an Earden. Holy hell. Man, these things hit hard. Gosh. They hit hard. Okay, try hitting one, Geralt. He's down. Take a dip in the creek. Throw down an Earden. Finish this one off. Whew. Man, I am coming way too close to death. Way too often, but I'm not dying. So I guess that's okay. Loot that guy. Gather some puffball. This is the...
Something seriously wrong here.
Something seriously wrong here. Okay, hold on. We'll check it in just a moment. I'm going to go loot this. Loot. I'll go loot this one, and then we'll see what's seriously wrong. Curious, I must say. Alright, what's seriously wrong? So here is a sack to loot. And here's another sack next to this guy. And then we could loot the body. A journal and a key. Alistair Carnarvon's journal. Well, let's snoop in his journal. 26th of July. Unsure where to start a dig? Ask the nearest old washwoman. Or old men whittling by the road. They know everything. Yes, yes, I know. It takes a great deal of patience, and you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, but it's the best way to learn about local legends. That's how we came to find Fox Hollow, where they say the soil sprouts clay pots. Oh yeah, we heard about that story earlier. 28th of July. We dug up part of a vineyard on the outskirts of Fox Hollow, but what we found there, those were not pots. Those were elven funeral urns. It seems the village is built atop an ancient Enshade necropolis. That cemetery dates, by my reckoning, to the time before the first landing, so the graves might be full of valuables. The ancient elves buried their dead along with great wealth. We've already dug up a few choice baubles, but I'm sure if we look deeper, we will find much more. 12th of August. Today we started a new dig in a new location. Matthias spied a beautifully ornamented cameo in the ground, and when he tried to grab it, he discovered it was clenched in the hands of a skeleton. Anselm started to mock him, but quickly lost all desire to laugh. The valley was full of elven skeletons, men, women, even children. The bodies were all mixed, with limbs chopped off, many heads missing, and children with crushed rib cages. What happened here? 14th of August. Another sleepless night. Blood, cries, wails. I awake drenched in sweat. Then I doze off for a moment, and the same thing happens again. I told my fellows to dig a deep hole. We'll throw that cursed cameo inside. It belongs in the ground with the rest of the dead. 16th of August. Matthias disappeared during the night. No one saw him leave camp. His things were all in place. Anselm says we should follow his example and flee while we still live, but I cannot leave it like this. This valley is full of bones. Anselm screamed in my face, called me a madman, but I must tell someone what we have found. They say there is a group of archaeologists from Castle Graupian in the Termes ruins, and then the rest is covered in blood. And that gives us a new quest, the Curse of Carnarvon. Well, let's take a look at that quest. Where is it? Is it a treasure hunt, maybe? It is. While seeking a bit of respite amidst the forests that covered the slopes of Mount Gorgon, Geralt ran into a dead man and a pack of Barghists. Once he had dealt with the spectral canines, he decided to search the pockets of the unlucky traveler. The Witcher hoped he would find something that would shed some light on the deceased's last days alive. The dead man proved none other than a treasure hunter. Then, at least, is how I would like to think of and term him, for there is no honor in speaking ill of the dead. Okay. His notes indicate that he and some others of his ilk had dug up an elven cemetery near the village of Fox Hollow. However, they had dug up one jewel too many. When the feelings of guilt and shame had grown to be too much, and the expedition's members had begun, one by one, to disappear, Alistair Carnarvon, for that was our deceased hero's name, had decided to inform a group of scholars at Castel Graupian of his find. Said scholars, he believed, would look to the ancient necropolis and extend their care over it. Alas, he had never managed to reach the scholars, and the treasures he had left behind in the camp were now ownerless. We're supposed to find the treasure hidden in the treasure hunter's camp, and that is right up here. Okay. Huh. Is that the same location as our Vermentino thing? No, Vermentino's over here. Okay. Well, it's the game that keeps on giving. Just when you thought you were starting to check some quests off of your list, the game gives you more. Crazy, crazy stuff. Going to end this play session here. When we come back next time, I don't know, maybe we will go ahead and look for this treasure. Level 46, though. I'm a little worried about that. But it is nearby, and it's close to the Vermentino thing. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do the Vermentino thing first. So next episode, look forward to checking out these undiscovered locations. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on this play session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you join me again in the next episode.